Alright, I have here the Simply Sweet Thanks stamp set, and I'm just going to be using the stamp set to actually make my card for this week's Saturday Showcase video. And I'm going to be using the wreath stamp and the complimentary large, medium, and small flowers, as well as the leaves, and then a sentiment to build a one layer card. So to start, I'm going to do a wreath in the middle and then show how you can use the flowers to create extra clusters of little blooms in the background as well. So I'm going to put the wreath in the center with one of the flowers here pointed to the top and then one pointed to the bottom. And my cardstock is cut 4 inches in width by 6 inches height. And I'm going to choose to start with a lighter color ink. So I'm going to use Sweet Blush. Alright, now that I have my basic wreath stamped, I'm going to use the medium flower here to fill in the little spaces to build a colorful wreath. So I'm going to start with, let's see, any of these colors I have already out. I'm going to start with a pure poppy. And I'm not going to do it where it's exactly symmetrical, but I'm just going to have some on the inside and then some on the outside. So I'll just do so. Next up, I'm going to choose Hawaiian Shores and do the same thing. And let's add some leaves. I'm going to try to use different color inks of hues of green for the leaves. Okay, so now that I have built my wreath, the next thing I want to do is add floral accents around the entire card to finish building the pattern. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to start with the same thing with a lighter color. So this is Sweet Blush ink. And I'm just going to stamp the largest flower a few times. And then I'm going to come in and do the same thing with the medium-sized flower. All right, the last thing I'm going to do to finish out my flowers, I'm going to take, in this stamp set here, you have a single dot and you also have a cluster dot. The single dot will look great with the larger flowers, so I'm going to take that larger one and I'm going to do that for, so I'm going to add that little dot there as close to the center as I can get. What I like most about this little wreath is that you can build whatever color combo you want. You do this a few times and it's never going to come out exactly the same. Oh, I forgot to do these. So if you have something seasonal like for fall, this would look great with fall colors. You can take it out again and do a fall gratitude card. Then if you have something for the holiday season, you can take it out again and do something a little bit more Christmassy, something a little bit more spring-like, and then of course this is my summer version. All right, I think I'm going to keep this little one, the larger dot, out and add centers to some of these other ones, like this berry sorbet one. It's screaming for a red dot. Then we have a smaller cluster dots. I'm going to use this one as well. Now my aqua mists are getting a pop of blueberry sky as the centers. And no, it doesn't go right in the center, but it creates so much cute little contrast there. I love those three little dots for the stamens. All right, so now what I want to do is keep these three little dots on here and finish out my design. I'm going to use, of course, I'm going to start with the lighter color first. This is Harvest Gold. I'm just going to stamp these randomly. And this is creating my, what I like to call my wallpaper pattern paper print. When you have something small element like this, it's so cool to fill it in. Okay, so the last thing I need to worry about doing is, okay, all right, now I've added these with these pretty flowers. You could even do a card with just these clusters all over the card. I think will be really pretty as well. Now I need to worry about is adding my sentiment, right? So I have all of these great sentiments I can add in here, these blocks. I could even pair it with Simply Sweet You and continue the block look. Here, here's my Simply Sweet You stamp set. You have the U right here, so I can put thank you and do that as an option as well. I can pair it with other stamp sets or the word dies or things like that. But I think I'm just going to actually stamp something here in the middle and then add something here in the bottom. So let's see if I can stamp this on here just right. So I think I'm going to leave my card front like this, just as a simple thank you note. Thank you. And then on the interior of my card, I can always add thank you and then put for being so wonderful. I truly appreciate you. Or for being so thoughtful. So it can kind of carry over to the interior, which I like to do a lot of times. So this is my stamped card. Again, lots of things you can do with this. I think I'm going to make another one with just these flower clusters. And this will look really nice with also on the actual envelope, so it'll kind of match, things like that. So that concludes this week's video on how I'm stamping the wreath for Simply Sweet Thanks. How do you use the elements in here to build extras and to make unique card designs. Thanks so much for watching this week's Saturday Showcase. I'm Ashley for Ink to Paper. You guys have a great week and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.